What's up, everyone? How you guys doing? It is Saturday, but I had to do a stream today because there's some stuff that came out that I wanted to show you guys and let you know what I thought about it, because it is major news and it is something that happened, and I think that it's important. So let's see who's here today and welcome everyone who is. What we got here? All right, what's up, Colin? Where you guys happening? Long time, no hang. It's good to see you guys. Colin, Sean, hype me up. Coach K killing it with the live streams. Can you give us some nice trades for the weekend? Yeah, we'll be looking for a few. Alchemfi killing it in there with their new IDOs. I haven't been looking at Alchemfi, but let's have a quick look at them. Pretty much IDOs, some of them are still going well. We got Tron Pad that did like a 200x yesterday, so there is definitely something there. We got UAE in the house. We got San Diego, China, Romania. What is up, all my friends and fans? At the moment, owner, no tax moaner, or the other things. All right. There's some stuff that happened yesterday overnight while I was sleeping, and I woke up and I went, wow, this is some interesting stuff. So I wanted to share with everybody here, but we'll just kind of like let the stream get started and get some more people in here. Do yourselves a favor, share this to other people, because I think the messages that came out overnight that I'm going to share with you, and the stuff that I discovered from Binance, which I don't see anyone talking about, it's really important to understand what happened at Binance and what they just released. And oh my goodness, Fun Safu may not be so Safu. Yes, I said that. I'll say it again. Your funds being Safu may not actually be so Safu. Why? Well, we'll have to look at some factors here. And the main factor that I look at is, does Binance Insurance Fund work? A lot of people have been asking, do all of these crypto and DeFi insurance funds work? We're going to look at that and more. But before we get started, I'm not going to talk forever. What I'm going to do is I want to play you guys a clip of a video. So I'm going to turn off my camera right now, and I'm going to turn on this clip to this video, and I just basically want you guys to watch it, okay? And you'll understand why in a quick minute. So let's just play.
Greetings, citizens of the world. This is a message from Anonymous, for Elon Musk. For the past several years you have enjoyed one of the most favorable reputations of anyone in the billionaire class, because you have tapped into the desire that many of us have to live in a world with electric cars and space exploration, but recently your carefully created public image is being exposed, and people are beginning to see you as nothing more than another narcissistic rich dude who is desperate for attention. It appears that your quest to save the world is more rooted in a superiority and savior complex than it is in actual concern for humanity. This has been obvious to your employees for a long time, who have faced intolerable conditions under your command for years. It is also obvious to the young children working in your overseas lithium mines, which are destroying the local environment as well. You have been open about your willingness to stage coups in order to install dictators in places where your toxic products are being mined. You have even prematurely crowned yourself Emperor of Mars, a place where you will be sending people to die. Your fanboys overlook these issues because they are focused on the potential good that your projects can bring to the world, but you are not the only show in town, and your competition is growing more intense with each passing day. There are plenty of other companies working on space exploration and electric vehicles. You are just the only CEO who has gained a cult following through shitposting and trolling the world on social media. In fact, many people are now learning that the vast majority of Tesla's income doesn't actually come from selling cars, it comes from government subsidies, selling carbon tax credits for your innovation with clean energy. This technically isn't your innovation though, because you aren't actually the founder of Tesla, you simply purchased the company from two people much more intelligent than you are, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. Tesla has also made more money holding Bitcoin for a few months than they did in years of selling cars. It is also more than likely that this Bitcoin was purchased with money from these government subsidies. It is now widely believed that you have been forced to denounce your company's involvement with Bitcoin in order to keep that green government money flowing into Tesla's coffers. The energy use argument about proof-of-work mining is a very nuanced conversation that requires a fairly complex understanding of how power grids work, and how excess energy is wasted by power companies, and sought out by crypto miners. This is a conversation that you have been having for over a year and were intimately aware of, but as soon as your main source of income was threatened you pretended to be clueless in an attempt to play both sides of the fence. Then, your move to create a Bitcoin miner council was rightly seen as an attempt to centralize the industry and take it under your control. Reading from the comments on your Twitter posts, it seems that the games you have played with the crypto markets have destroyed lives. Millions of retail investors were really counting on their crypto gains to improve their lives. This is something that you will never understand because you were born into the stolen wealth of a South African apartheid emerald mine and have no clue what struggle is like for most of the working people in the world. Of course, they took the risk upon themselves when they invested, and everyone knows to be prepared for volatility in crypto, but your tweets this week show a clear disregard for the average working person. As hard-working people have their dreams liquidated over your public temper tantrums, you continue to mock them with memes from one of your million-dollar mansions. You may think you are the smartest person in the room, but now you have met your match. We are anonymous. We are legion. Expect us.
So I want to give you guys my comment on this, and I want to know what you guys think of that, because obviously that's pretty powerful, pretty intense message from Anonymous. And you know that in general, they don't do this, right? They don't generally come after people unless they really believe that something is wrong. And so I thought that was so interesting to wake up to, because I really didn't expect them to be jumping in, because honestly, the charts have been telling us as much as anything else. But now we got, some drama, some legit drama there. So I found that really interesting. And I just wanted to point that out because, wow, it's something that a lot of people did not know and probably have not seen yet. So I wanted to share that with all of you guys, and just give you guys some perspective as to like that side of the coin, I guess you can say. So do I think we're in a bear market? I don't think we're in a full-on bear market, but I definitely think we're on the cusp of starting one. And honestly, I've given you guys several reasons for that. I'm going to continue to give reasons for that, and I'll give you the bull case too. So I don't just give you guys the hardcore bear or the hardcore bull. I don't do the moon boy thing. I keep balanced. I look at the market and I tell you what I'm seeing and what opportunities we have. So while we're on that, just before we go into talking about what happened at Binance, let's look at this chart and what happened yesterday with Ethereum and why we wait for the close in the cloud. So yesterday, while we were on the show, we had this candlestick in the cloud. And I said, if it closes in the cloud, we have a bearish TK cross, and the Chiku span is also underneath the candle, so it's bearish. That's all facts. But we did not close inside of the cloud. So it rejected and acted as support again. And again, today it acted as support. Now, I think we're going to slide into this cloud either way, just based off of the structure of the cloud. But what I do see is that this is still fighting to continue to go higher, even though because of this dump, it's showing like a hardcore EMA dump, because this is a fast EMA, and obviously that dropped really fast. So that's why you see it dipping down. But I do see this 21 EMA flattening out, and would like to get us above that and kind of push towards this flat Kijun at around $3,050. That'd be likely where if we're going to push up, it's going to try to get up to. But this is a great example of why we wait for candle close, why I said you should wait till the 9-hour was done before you enter that trade. Because if you entered yesterday, now you're probably going to get stopped out on this trade. Why? Simply fact is you were not patient enough. You have to wait for this body of the candle to close inside the cloud. So this is just a little bit of a lesson for why we have to be patient and why you just don't jump into stuff because it looks kind of good. We wait for confirmation and then we enter a trade. So that was a good one just to kind of bring back if you were watching last night. Fun Safu may not be so Safu. Yes, Fun Safu may not be so Safu. Now, they're still not like, it still wasn't like, oh my God, horrible. But you're going to see in a second what actually happened at Binance. And actually, Binance are in debt. This is a fact. Binance right now, based off of margin, are in debt. And they have to pay people back. So it's not me having a spat with CZ or anything. This is just a fact. And I'm going to show you that fact. Tesla's a scam. What the F did you just walk into? Josh, you probably walked into the anonymous message to Elon Musk. So Toronto's in the house. We got T-Dot. Let's go. What's up? That's my hometown. Holy crap. Anonymous has them in their crosshairs. Exactly. So guys, look, when you have a massive company like like Elon runs like Tesla, and it's fun at the start, but then people get like, okay, this is enough, and he really is showing some narcissistic tendencies, just kind of screwing with everyone. And I've been just calling him a troll because that's what he's doing. He's trolling everyone because they really believe that he probably believes that Dodge is the thing, and we all know it's not. But I think that Elon's gonna have like SEC go after him again. It's gonna come because he's definitely pushing things, trying to manipulate markets in the way that he wants them. And you can see that it's pretty obvious based off his tweets that we've shown you from the data analysis that that's happening. Can you do TA on Etho? On Ethos? You're talking about Ethos or Etho? I don't know what Etho is. I think if you're talking about Ethos, I have to look. I don't know. I don't think KuCoin's on here. What is the... If Etho was there, it should be here. Okay, yeah, we got it. If it just listed, I can't really give you a TA on it because there is no TA to give you. There's no history. It has like a few hours. So, I would love to give you more TA, but to be completely honest, there's just not enough data right now to actually do TA on this. Okay, let's see. We've got all these XRP fanboys. Let's see, what is XRP actually doing? Probably nothing, like normal. Just doing its normal, go up a few dollars or go a few cents, go down a few cents thing. This is bearish. This is a bearish retest of the 200 EMA, and it's rejecting it, and likely it'll probably come back down. This is a bearish chart setup right here where you got that wedge, a rising wedge. Generally, they fall back down. So I would not be going into this trade based off technicals, not based off what I feel about XRP. It's just not set up for a nice trade. All right, so going on, let's see. Anonymous has retracted statements and removed videos in the past. Yes, they have, but they've done that when they're wrong, and this is something they can clearly see. So that's something also to keep note. What up, my crypto guy? What's your view on Anchor? Oh, Anchor is a project that I talked about early on. And you guys have been following me for a while. No, the Anchor did an absolute face melter move since I was talking about it way near the bottom. So we were talking about Anchor. I think I was talking about it way down here. Let's go on the 3-day because it was a large time frame. Yeah, we were talking about it there. And honestly, we were talking about an Anchor BTC pairing when it was about 20 something sats. Yeah, there we go. So we did definitely do the Kumo breakout trade here. And that was like, wow, a long time ago. We did break out of this range. And as we know, when we have a range that's held in the past, generally they break out, retest, and go. This one just mooned. And I had an inclination from that from before, from way down here when we had the Kumo breakout. There's the Kumo breakout retest. There we go. Been a while since I traded all the way down there. That was way back in when we were looking at February. So February, we're looking for the Kumo breakout retest. We got it. We held the Kijin. We didn't exit this trade. We held it for long period because I heard there was a lot of news. That was like the exchange listings that they had coming and all that stuff. So I knew that ahead of time. We called that and we rode this pretty nicely. And now we're in this like wedge where we had a very similar type of Bitcoin on the 4-hour fake out that I showed you yesterday. And now what we're seeing is kind of like still in this box, but this was not a perfectly drawn triangle at all, by the way. So let me just clean it up a little bit. But yeah, it seems to be stuck in this range. Like very likely this move that I was talking about, like it's going to happen. It's just going to happen later. We got to get to the end of this wedge. So we'll see. This is not perfect, but it definitely looks like a bull flag that tried to break out and did, and then we had that huge dump, and that's what caused it to stop. So that's what we see there. Let's get some questions. I know I've been talking a lot here. So, all right. Any thoughts on CBD? CBD, I think for a long period of time, for long term, they have a business, they have patents, they have 2 new farms that they've purchased to start growing on. They're connecting in with 5 or 6 different countries to farm there. Basically, they're going to be a conglomerate. So long term, because traditional business might take longer for it to come back and really spread its wings, but that's also because of a really poor launch. That's they were poorly advised, and not from me, honestly, but you know, things happen and they're going to make it right. But they have an underlying business that has revenue, and that revenue does go back into the CBD token. So that's what I'll say about CBD. And I'm looking at this bad boy, waiting for her to get into this. All right, I want to get above and breakout zone. On the 4 hour, it's a lot cleaner though. So yesterday I talked about this AVAX trade. We did break into this cloud. This is where we can get in. Honestly, right now is not a bad time, to be completely honest. Now, the only reason you may not want to get in is this. Let me just show you the volumes. Volume's really important. And if we don't see increases in volume, I would still be patient on this one. Because what we can see on this daily, on this 4 hour chart is the volume is just not there. This is why I didn't go, and this is why I was not bullish on Bitcoin on that push. Just the volume's not there. And when there's not enough volume, volume is the number one indicator. Screw all other indicators, because if you have volume, you know that people are buying. If you don't have volume, no one's buying, no one's selling. Not probably a good position. Super farm. Let me just, oh my God, someone's spamming hardcore. This spam has got to stop, guys. Please and thank you. I have to hide that user on the channel. Okay. So, hey, coach, I took 60% PA into USDC when I should be getting back into coins. Right now, we're just waiting for a clear trend. Right now, there's not enough volume. So we can go and we can hop into coins and get some nice moves like Solana. We know it's Solana summer. We talked about this. What are we waiting for on Solana? We're going to put a buy order right now at 38.90. We're going to put if you're a trader, you're going to put an alert. When the alert comes, I'm going to enter this trade. I'm going to enter Solana. So you guys know what I'm going to do before it happens. I'm going to enter right here. I'm going to put my stop loss nice and loose way down there. And where am I aiming? Well, I'm aiming for all-time high. I think it's going to at least get to here, but I really think it's going to get to this all-time high level. This is really not that far away, to be honest. And honestly, if you were saying, well, that's not great risk to reward, coach, because you're only going for that first, that's only my first level I'm looking at. And honestly, I could probably say that it's more like this. So we really are looking for about a 1.8 hour trade, but this is a really loose level because I think Solana is definitely going to go higher. So I don't want to get stopped out on a wick. So I'm putting it nice and low. You could, if you're someone more risk averse, put it a little bit below the 200 EMA because the 21's above it. So there's two levels of support if you want to make it a little bit higher R trade, but you have the risk of being wicked out, meaning someone sells a lot and it dumps and you get stopped out and then it goes back up. So that's some of the things you have to prevent. Price prediction for ETH on the bear market, I don't know. We'll know when we actually have a bear market. Right now, you can't look for bearishness in a bull trend, and technically we're still in a bull trend on a macro level. When the weekly starts to show bearishness, that's when we're starting to look really, really worried, okay? Right now, all I see on the weekly chart is a beautiful Kijun break trade that's followed by really crap volume. So far, if this gets a little bit more of an impulse and we start seeing it really start to tick up a bit, that would be a lot better. But that's weeks, right? So it's going to take a couple weeks, hence my 3 to 6 week, idea. So that's what we're seeing. This is still technically bullish on a daily chart. The weekly chart. And same with Ethereum is actually even more bullish. Ethereum right here on the weekly chart. So we're not in like a bear market. We're just bearish. Okay. Macro bearish? No. Midterm bearish, meaning for like 3 to 6 weeks, maybe 2 months. I'm in the bearish until we pop on the other side of the cloud. Technical. My view of being bullish or bearish is technical. It's not my feelings. We're under the cloud. The Chiku's underneath the candlesticks. The Tenkin's above the Kijun's above the Tenkin. We are bearish. All signs are bearish on the macro. But then we look on the secondary chart. What bullish signs do we have? We're waiting for us to get a bullish sign on the 4 hour chart or secondary. And then let's see if that goes into and starts flipping the trend on the daily. And what you'll see is after we break out on the 4 hour chart on Bitcoin, when we look on the daily and once the 4 hour starts showing all the bullish signs, we'll start to see this break into the cloud and go on the other side of the cloud. A little bit after on the 4 hour, it does the same thing. So you'll see this Kumo breakout and start breaking up. And then by that point on the daily, you'll start seeing this get near or into the cloud at around the same time or just after. That's a very normal thing to see. This is why you use primary and secondary charts. the anonymous video sits unwell with you. I'm curious why you guys think that. Yeah, we got 700 online, guys. Do smash those likes. I am going to give someone a pair of these beautiful glasses today on this live stream, but you're going to have to hit me up and message me and give me your address so I can send it to you. So one of you guys are going to, actually, I'll let two of you guys win some of these beautiful Coach K glasses. And we're also going to start doing some giveaways on the show for YLD and Strax, our channel sponsors. So keep watching the show, liking, subscribing, because on the live feeds, I'm going to start giving out winners. And then you guys can email me if you're that person, and I will have a way to know it's you. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So let's get you guys some of them glasses, and we'll get you on the show. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin. I got a question. Do you think LCX is a good buy right now? Well, first, let me just check LCX and see what it looks like on a chart to give you some type of analysis. Now, LCX is, again, a long-term project, right? The new exchanges, wow, LCX did exactly what I thought it would do. So here's what I'm looking at, right? Long-term consolidation breakout, long-term consolidation breakout. So likely what we're going to see, again, because there's no STOs, is a long-term consolidation and then another breakout. That's likely what we're going to see. This is a level which is not really a level of support, but what you can see about LCX here is that it was a level of resistance in the past. So it's an SR flip level. Now it is acting as resistance yet again, and we will have to see this break up. Now, in terms of support, the real support's way down here on the chart. And also, you can see that support right around here on the chart. So right around there. So the support levels are right here. We do have another, you could say there's another level of resistance right around there, which you could say is also support. So it's kind of like in a really tight range right now, if you know what I mean. Like, we don't have something super clear where it's going next. All we do really have is sitting on support in a tight range. It might just do something like this for a bit before it can actually get that next level up. That's where LCX is at. I don't think it's bullish or bearish. A lot of these coins just look the same. Scott Summers, what do I think of TLM? I love, guys, TLM. I love this new coin that's going on to Binance, which has $10 billion farming it right now. Craziest TVL I've ever seen. So Alien Worlds definitely had its move. And look, people had a lot of free Alien Worlds from farming it, right? Like, so, you know, when the market comes down and people are scared, what do? They sell. They do that. That's normal. What are we seeing here? We're seeing that, like, this former level right there that was in the past, we kind of broke below it. It was acting as an SR level pretty much the whole time. But we could also put this up to this. And honestly, I like it. I don't really see a clear level, to be honest, on this chart yet. So, you know, we'd be looking somewhere around here, this range, to probably stick in for a while. Again, the volumes are too low for us to see anything until we see the volume increase. So the good thing and the bad thing about this, the good side, when volume increases, the price will go up very fast. The bad side, if people get very bearish and start selling, the price drops very fast. So low liquidity and low volume is good and bad depending on which side you're on, right? So that's also something to keep in mind. And let me get some questions. Sweet. Joshua Danielson says, Eurus with token burn staying in June. What do I think? I need those glasses. All right, Joshua, you need those glasses? I want you guys to give me your thoughts on AVAX and what ecosystem project are you excited about in AVAX's ecosystem? I'm just curious to hear your thoughts on what you think. So Eurus, I've heard someone in my group, I think it was you, Josh, told me about Aurochs token, told me that it's great. And so I'm really curious to see how it's been doing. So it's kind of on this like bottom, needs to break out of this level right around here. So what you'd be waiting for on this token, honestly, Josh, is you're waiting to kind of just get out of this range, right? We need to get out of this level from the past that was acting as resistance. It needs to kind of break out of that. And then Well, there's the levels above that we would have, and really the strong levels right around here. So, it'd be a good trade to get into for sure. Looking at it here, if it breaks out, you'd be looking from 16 to 19, and then the next level after that would be all the way up here. It's actually really higher up here. That's where it's stronger resistance. So you have good opportunities to trade. And if it ranges in here, well, buy at 16, sell at 19, buy at 16, sell at 19. It's easy money. All right. Questions. ADA, $3. Honestly, ADA is a beast. And with smart contracts, guys, it'd be hard to bet against them. I mean, I bought a Schneike's load of it, a ton of it. So look what happened. Look at this. So we talk about like support, dynamic support, levels that are drawn on as support or resistance. Well, we have several levels of support. We have the 100-day, we have the 200-day, and we have the Kijun all at the same level. So there's 3 levels of support to push that price back up. And what happened? Pushes it back up, and we now have again the same trade. We have the same trade. Enter at right now about $1.75 or $1.74 if it comes down, because it should retest the Kumo, and then we're going higher. Let's see on the 8-hour. Sometimes I like doubling up and seeing if it looks the same. And what do we see here? An even more accurate opportunity, because this one broke out and this one did retest. So you'd be in at $1.70 and now be in going up on $1.75. So I like to sometimes look at doubled. So I'll go to like the half of a day, look at 12-hour and see how it's looking. 12 hours shaping up. That's looking pretty bullish, breaking out of the Kumo. Not super bullish, but decently, right? We go to the 4-hour, we look at it, go, okay, let's have a breakout. We have the 6-hour. Okay, Kumo's breaking out. We have the 8-hour. Okay, so we're seeing a trend here with Cardano that's very bullish on several time frames. That's confluence. That's a good thing. We want that. Yeah, and LCX is definitely going to be like, we need to even have, like, until we have STOs be a thing, LCX will never moon super hard until that point. That's when, like, when STOs start being a thing, it's going to just like shoot to the moon. It's going to be nuts. AVX is a coin I'm going to hold long term. I love it. I love AVX. I think these guys have a sick ecosystem. The way they're going about their ecosystem is also really awesome. Ren has had a rough go, man. We got out, obviously. We were in. We made our profits. We took profit. We took more profit, and we saw the market looking not so good all the way in March. Like, it wasn't like Ren's had a good while. It had its nice move. It rejected this resistance that we had drawn on the chart for months before from way down here. And then it started to come back down. So we got to the top level that we drew on the chart, which is where we wanted to take our last profit. And then it's gone back and done a full retracement all the way to this level. And I'll guarantee that we'll see it break out and go on another trend again, because it's been on a downtrend for so long. And now it's kind of ranging in this. I mean, until here, it was kind of just ranging in this little zone. I think once we break out again on the other side of about 1,600, it'll start to go on its next moves again. So Ren doesn't just stay out. It's not going to stay down and out forever. And if we are in a bull trend, this will come back. We're not in a bull trend and we stay bearish on Bitcoin on the daily, and then we go bearish on the weekly, that'll be a different story though. Okay, Ren. Okay, Mist. Oh, Mist is one of these ones that I've seen pop up quite a few times in the last week or two. Let me get onto that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from Mist. Is it Alchemist? Is that the one? I'm just curious, because Alchemist is it's one of those coins that a lot of people really like, but I don't know if this is the right one. It's a really cool coin, and a lot of people told me to buy it at $1, and I wish I had, but it's okay. I didn't do it, and it is what it is. But I don't know. Is Mist X and Mist on... You guys have to remember, when you ask me, is it on PancakeSwap? Is it on SushiSwap? Is it on Uniswap? Because problem is, I don't know, and because these things generally are not the best, you can't find things. So let me know in the comments down below which one and that is. Just supporting your channel. Thank you so much, Crypto Abs, man. I really appreciate that. Jake as well. Please let me know, Jake, in the comments down below, which chain. Is it on Sol? Because I think that one's on Sol, but I can't remember, honestly. Like, there's just too many chains to follow. So I will definitely look at that. Give me the chain, please and sir, and we'll do it. Not gonna do Shiba Inu. Even though a lot of people love it and I could have made $40 million with it, we're not gonna do that. CZ said your funds are SAFU. Okay, let me get back to that for a sec quickly. Okay. So I'm just going to move myself and make myself a little bit smaller on the side here, just so you guys can see what the hell just happened. This is so important, and I hope all of you pay attention to what this actually means. It's super important. Read this and understand it. To better serve our customers, Binance will implement Margin Insurance Fund at June 10th. Okay. After the update, partial interest income and all liquidation fees generated by Margin platform and liquidate crypto loans platform will allocate it to the Margin Insurance Fund to pay the outstanding loans of liquidated Margin accounts. So I've been starting to read this, and basically what I'm taking away from a lot of this is that they're updating their insurance fund because they basically ran out of money or were running out of money and need more capital to be able to pay back if that type of a crazy dump happens again, because they didn't have enough in the fund apparently. That's what I took out of it. That's what my other traders took out of it. Maybe we saw this wrong, maybe we saw it right. But from what I can see is that they actually are worried because the last time that dump had happened and when they lost their pricing and they have to then somehow sort that out. It's been an absolute mess for Binance, and this is very likely why their API service has been complete bollocks. I know about a 500 to 700 traders have came together to put a petition to sue Binance. That's number one. I'm not one of them, by the way. I don't care. There's also something else that's going on with Binance, and their APIs are so slow that they don't cycle. What does this mean for Binance? Well, it means that a lot of people are switching and going to new exchanges, including myself. I'm putting more allocation on other exchanges to trade because they don't work as well. It's a problem. So just something to keep in mind, that Binance might be losing some of its market share, and we do have new exchanges like GlobeDX, like CCAI, like Phoenix Flow, right? These guys are coming in and they're wanting their market share. And the thing is there's the DOJ going after Binance right now, and there's a lot of stuff. And I heard internally they fired like 20% of their whole entire staff. Something's going on there. And it's something that I bring light to. And it's something that probably a lot of the reason that I brought light to this and then CZ unfollowed me was because I brought light to this, and most average people don't notice. And when they post stuff like this, you guys don't read it. So that's why I'm just bringing light to it for you guys, because it's important for you to know what's really happening, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in the industry that you don't know. Was there a comment again on CoinGecko? All right, let's look on CoinGecko. Because I don't really use CoinGecko because I'm a trader, right? And most traders don't use CoinGecko. They use CoinGecko, but they don't use, to trade off of it. So Mist is on which chain? Is it on, let's just have a quick look at the market so we know. So it's on PancakeSwap. So basically you have to use PooCoin. And this is something that I've messaged. There's a team right now building tools for all the chains. And the one thing, my only request is that if I put in Mist on TradingView or something like it, it will find it on the right chain and give it to me, so I don't have to keep searching. Because on Dex Tools, you have to find the right chain, and then you have to look for the right coin if it finds the right coin, and it's a pain in the butt. So we just need something simple. Well, let's go look at PancakeSwap. I'm going to try and get this contract here. And yes, I'm going to open PoopCoin because there are some other ones I think that also you can chart on. But yeah, I guess that's just the way it is. So let's look at Mist and have a quick look-see at what it's doing. So it actually looks like okay. It's going on an uptrend on the hourly, but let's go on the 12 hours. Give a better look here. So it had a full retracement, and now it's kind of in that limbo area. I think liquidity is a problem with this coin. It's only got 350,000, which isn't too bad. Let's see how their order books look. So there's still buying and selling activity, not very heavily, which is something that I look for. So the project needs a little bit of impulse before I would even go in, and you can clearly see that, yeah, like we have a pretty clear level right here that it would want to go to. So it could be a nice 100% trade. Even if you want to be safer, it could be a nice, 85% trade. But you'd have to keep a pretty tight stop, and if it went below 0.036, you'd want to pretty much get out of that quickly. And with the low liquidity and stuff, it's kind of worried. And remember that they do show you things like this, where an unlocked wallet has 75% of all the missed LP. That might be something to worry about. Super Farm. Okay, fine. I'll do Super Farm. Yes, I know where it is. I am an investor in Super Farm. I want to see more from them, but I think that they're just waiting because the market conditions kind of suck. So I don't really blame them, to be honest. And I think this is the right one. Let's see. Nope, that's, I think, the fake one. It's hard to actually tell, to be honest, which one's the real one now, because liquidity has been moved to version 3, I believe. And that's why it shows like 139,000, because they probably have just upgraded to V3. Now we can check that. And I don't know if you guys know that you could check that when you do this. So if you select to import a coin, right? And then let's say we want to buy or sell a lot. So we can go to like USDC, and we can say, like, I want to buy, let's say, $10,000 of Super Farm. See, on here, it's showing that if I buy $10,000 of Super Farm, there's a 12%. That's bad. Wow. Oh, we're on Sushi Swap. Oops, my bad. That's why. Give me one sec here. Why are we on Sushi Swap for that one? Oh, okay. I got confused, guys. Sorry. My bad. This stupid Dex Tools thing. It's because it's also on Sushi Shop. So yeah, you can see there's still liquidity there, but Super Farm. Sec. Honestly, guys, this really annoys me about the charts. Check the right mist, please. Okay, which one is it? Is there a different one? My goodness. You guys send the Dex Tools link in here, please. Or at least the contract address. That might help a bit. All right, so looking at Super Farm, yeah, it just looks like it's on the cusp of just sitting on the low. It's not really got any power, no volume. So, I mean, nothing really to be excited about with Super Farm, to be honest. Like, and I'm an investor, and I'll be really honest, there's shit volume right now. So, we could look at Binance and stuff. Maybe there's more volume there. But, yeah, I think the whole market is, like, waiting for the conference to end. Polygon, Matic, yes. We all know Matic is doing well. We all want Matic to come down to my level, as you guys know which one it is. So we still have our Matic on our chart. We still want it to break down, and we want it to come all the way into we want it to retest this low down here. It's very hopium, but if we can get that, we are going to take a short if it breaks below $1.50. We're still waiting, and we're not going to really get into the trade. Maybe you'd want to go in here, like if it held $1.50 and bounced up to the wedge, but that would be more of an intraday trade. And I really would be looking for this to break out the wedge, retest the wedge. Then we could really see some moves. The missed contract, thank you. So show me this. All right, so let's look at the missed contract, make sure we got the right one. And I guess this is the problem with the market right now. There's just so many. Okay, so this is the Alchemist contract, right? Good. Yeah, so this project, guys, I think they have a lot of OG support. It's not had a lot of noise. I haven't seen a lot of people like make noise about it, but a lot of these projects that don't have a lot of noise don't really do bad. They do really well. You guys should just say Alchemist next time, by the way. So this project, I was told from a good friend at $1 to buy in, and I didn't. And I waited and waited, and then I started seeing it move, and I thought I missed it. This is why you never, when you're in a when you're trending, you just go with the trend. You don't say, oh, well, I missed it. You wait for like that dip right there, and you just get in and you ride the trend. That's what you do. And I missed it. So I alchemist it. And so it came down here, retested that low over here. And now it's holding like really this level, which isn't a really strong level support, but a decent level. So if it goes and bounces and we can break above, let me give you an actual number here. if we can break above about, let's say, about a $1.20 or so, like this level, where you see how it connected from this level to this level to this level to this level. So if we can break a $1.20, then really it's gonna go. I mean, this is a weak level of resistance, so likely come higher than that, and that's already at $1.45, and then you'd be looking at somewhere around $1.57, and then we'd be looking at more of a higher level, like somewhere in between $1.80 and $1.90. All right. Dodge to the moon. Okay. Whatever. Hi, coach. Can you talk about a good trade target for Phoenix Flow? All right. No problem at all. So, Phoenix Flow, if you want to draw from a technical level, I can do it for technicals because it's much easier than that. You love the red pouring glasses? Well, Julian K, you message me from your actual account with that actual, like, I want you to screenshot it and then email me at Coach K Crypto on Twitter. Send me a message or send me coachkcrypto@gmail.com, and I will get you a pair of shades. I need to know where you are, though, and I will send them over. So Phoenix Flow, been on a nice uptrend. I told you guys way before, man, at like 20, 30 cents. This is cheap. You should be buying it. I actually mentioned that I bought in equity around 33 cents. Where's it going next? Well, we have very simple. Let's simplify it, okay? Where are our levels of resistance? A clear one is right here, right? So that's one level. Where's the next level of resistance? Well, it's really kind of not very strong, but we can see that this is kind of an SR-ish type of level, give or take, a couple cents here or there, right? And then where's our next level of real resistance? Well, where is the tops? Well, we can see that this is a clear top level right around here. Maybe even just drop this down a little bit lower. So we can see those are levels. A high target would be $1.50 for like a short midterm. A real target, we got to use some tools here. Hold up a sec. We use our fib extension to give us an idea of where we could go. So let me just get this around to 5 cents. Back up there. What the heck is going on here? This didn't work the first time I pressed it. Hold on a sec. That did not work, sir. I don't like Dex tools for drawing stuff because it doesn't always pick up on everything that you do. All right, here we go. Okay, so what we'd be looking for, and the general level that I do look for on a macro level, is that it's 1618. And this is a macro level because it's literally from the day it started to the very bottom, from the top to the bottom, from the very bottom to the very top, and then back down to re-meet the bottom. Where will we come down to? So we did a full retracement, right, from the full move. Now we can come back up. So the first level we look at around the 618, the dollar. Then we're looking at this 786 level. But really what I'm looking for is this 1618. And usually I draw it like this as a rectangle because there's like this zone you usually look for. So we're looking between 250 or so. Now on the higher end, we're looking at the 2618 and the 3618. And we're looking in between there. At the the 1.414 and the 1.272 levels, which are generally in there, and then the 2.141 blah blah blah. Okay, so we're looking for zones, but high time frame, we can't really look that far. I don't really like to make those types of predictions because no one knows exactly where we're going on that high of a time frame. We can just say that likely we'd be going towards 250. I did chart Alien Worlds. Just do a reverse rewind and you'll see that. Energy Web Chain, Susu Carbon Swap. I guess we have to look at this on Poopcoin because it's on Energy Web Chain. How do I look at that on Energy Web Chain? Where is that? What blockchain is it on? Or what charting tool can I look at that? Because you guys have to realize that I can't chart what I can't see. So just keep that in mind. How many of you are watching? I haven't even looked at that at all. Wow, there's 800 of you. Wicked. Great to have you all here. What I want you to do, I want you guys to win. And what I mean by I want you to win, I want you to win some crypto, and I want you guys to win a pair of my shades. So we have one guy. I told Julian to hit me up. I'm looking for your comments. I'm watching. I want someone who is going to give me some alpha or something that I should have that I need. Who needs these shades? Who wants a pair? I'm going to send them directly to your house, and I'm going to bring you on my show, and you're going to wrap it out with me like we do on Banter. And that's also something that's coming shortly. Banter is going to come to this channel. We're going to have some people come in, and we're going to bring on some guests. We're talking to a few of them already so that we can give you more of what you guys love. And that's just more time to hear about everyone's thoughts. Okay, so do I want ladyboys? I don't. But if you come to Thailand, there are many. Shades are really great, and you send glasses international. Hell yeah, you can send glasses anywhere you want. Definitely. Thoughts on Saito? Satori, I'm really excited about. Sato, I never really looked at in depth, so it's really hard for me to give you some of those. You have those XMR style. I don't have like them embroidered, but we could do that, and it's something that's coming to the Coach Club coin. We are going to actually have merchandising and stuff, glasses, hats, shirts, and we'll make it so that you can make your own crypto gear. But I'm gonna make some really hilarious crypto shirts, and then you guys will be able to get them, which is awesome because no one really has crypto places to get really cool, hilarious crypto shirts, and I think we need those again because it's been hard to find. Atari. Atari's a cool one. Definitely one. Can I get the glasses neck brace combo? I actually use that neck brace for my traction therapy, so that's what's fun. Send me glasses to Konken. Yeah, definitely, Johnny. We can send them anywhere you want. Very easily. New member. Best place to buy FXF. Right now, the only place you can buy it is on Uniswap or Gate, but Gate is not a sanctioned exchange, so I would not tell you guys to go on to Gate to use FXF. I would stick with you know, the exchanges that have been sanctioned by the actual company. Okay, so it's really important. So let's look quickly over at some coins before we go. I definitely have some others that are in my bag that I would like to show you, and not in my actual bag, but that are in my viewer that I'm going to bag up on bags. Okay, so here we have ETH, right? And what I'm seeing with ETH here is it's almost getting there. It's almost getting there. It got there, okay? And let's just move up a bit. So here's what I'm expecting for ETH. ETH broke out of the level. It hasn't even tested it. It just said, I'm going to the moon. See you later, bye. So ETH is going against BTC, obviously. It's gaining. It's breaking out of this level right here, which is another one that's really important to keep an eye on. Because if you look here, this is a level that's held in the past. And in the future, it likely could act as either on the daily close, we have on the 12-hour close, we have 5 hours. On the daily close, we have 17 hours still. But if this closes the daily above, right? So what we'd be looking for here right now is this closes the daily above, which would mean Ethereum BTC is bullish, honestly. And that would give us the boom bang. And then we'd be looking for the next levels. So what are our next levels on the chart? We have a level at 8 and a level at 0.086. Where are those levels from? Let's go back to the last bull cycle, and we find that those are levels that held in the past. So we will look to see if they will hold again in the future. And that is what it is. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns. Theta to Voyager. Yes, Theta is awesome. Binance is hacked. No, Binance is not hacked. That's FUD. Binance just basically ran out of their insurance fund. So that was the problem. Did I see Rick James on the Bitcoin conference? I didn't. I am not in the Bitcoin conference, and it's generally happening during the day while I'm sleeping at night. So missed a lot of it, unfortunately, and very sad about that. Okay, dude, you make Sniper look like... No, let's not bash on traders. Guys, I'm going to have times where I'm not going to be as effective, or my trading strategy doesn't work, or like the dude has fully good intentions. Let's not bash on people. There's nothing good that comes out of that. And we see what's going on with Elon, how all this negative stuff does not bring anything positive, even to him. It just makes people hate you. So why would we do that? Now, let's look at our beautiful KSM. Thank you for reminding me about that one. And what I can see here is that we have these beautiful trades set up. And as we see here, we have this Kijun bounce. Don't have a great Chiku, but on the 4-hour, we have a great looking chart. So we came down, we didn't go to our Kijin, so Kumo breakout, we got in on the retest, it went down. This one, we would have failed. But how we should trade this in the future, because I talked about the failure of that trade on yesterday. We want to keep it, if the range gives it, we want to keep it below the Kijin. That's like the major part of the trading strategy is the Kijin. But what we saw yesterday is that, oh, it's not so good. But here's the really good side of it. While we were charting this yesterday, it had not come back down yet. So we said, oh, this is the trade, right? We get knocked out. So what do? We re-enter the trade with a looser stop yesterday on the retest. Now, I wouldn't enter this right this second because you should re-enter it on the retest. But we fail. We reassess. Were we wrong? No. This chart is telling us it's still bullish. We get knocked out. We put too tight of a stop. So we enter the trade again, make sure that we put it below the Kijin, which is normally where we would put it, and we ride this. And as this gets out of the, and starts showing us it's more momentum, we start to move the stop up and reduce the amount of risk. And that's how we do it, okay? All right. Love the content. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I did chart TLM. I'm going to mute this person because they just keep spamming the channel. Thank you. Okay, so what happened to Give? Do you think it's worth waiting for Moon or Flop? See, Give I went into, and here's what you guys have to understand. When I say I'm aping into a coin, do not ape in with me. I tell you I'm going into a coin because I think it could have a move. That is a shit coin. That does not mean you should go and buy it. What is Give doing right now? It's coming back down. A lot of these coins, they came out, they did really well, and then people lose interest. And here's what's happening with all the coins. All the coins you see up here, they're not really doing much. They're all doing the same crap. There's new coin every day. It comes out, gets a mil or 2 mil liquidity, it dumps, then it goes down, and it does this. So this is what I'm seeing on these charts, right? They come up, they come down. So what are we seeing on Give? Give is new. What happened with Give? I'm not saying that I'm backing this at all, like this was a shit coin play, but it's doing that same thing. It pumped, came back down, now it looks dead, and then it'll probably, like all these other coins have been doing, have like these second wins where they look dead and then they come back. So I just held risk capital. I told everyone I'm taking my initial out, and now I have a bunch of Give that if it goes to zero, I don't really care because it was just for fun. So that's my perspective on that one. Is it worth holding? If it's where it is right now on the chart, like Direwolf, probably it will have a second win, very likely. I mean, I thought that, you know what happened, why I hold these coins still, a little bit of them? I literally buy them, sell my initial, and then I leave whatever else I have, and I don't care about them. Why? Because of Shiba. Because of Shiba, I could have had $45 million from a $150 buy. So this is why I will always hold these coins forever, no matter what happens. Okay, we have someone asking about Cat Girl coin. What is this? Is this what's her name's coin? The Kate Summer, what her name is, Summerville or something? Is that her coin? Let's have a look. Wow, it actually is at a really crazy pump. I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole. So whoever's telling me to go into this coin, don't touch it. It is definitely not one that I would go into because I have no idea who is involved and I don't know who's holding this token. So yeah, avoid things that you'd have no idea. HNT. I love HNT. I think it's even on my chart. There it is. Hathor Network, I'm also a very big fan of. HNT, honestly, guys, it has had such big movements. And I mean, like, look at where it started. I remember this at $1. Like, when Ian Bellino was like, yo, it's such a good coin. It was like $1 for a long time. And then it mooned. So now it's in a consolidation. It probably will stay more on the sideways before it goes up. So that's where I see it. HTR, on the other hand, has had, okay, I want to get back to basics again. I want to get bullish, but tried to get there and then failed. So it got above, right? And it didn't give us a retest. It gave us a fake out, right? It gave us more of a fake out. But the reason why it gave us a fake out is because that wasn't even a level. Right, so if we drew the level on the chart, we can see that right around about here is really the level that we should be trying to break out of. And this down here is just weak support. So that's why it broke back down. So let's get above it a few times, maybe range in that level, but we really want to get above and hold and retest this 21 EMA because it's flattened. And then we could see, very likely because it's flat Kijin, we could see it push all the way up to that level again. But Hathor's going to take some time. I think a lot of stuff is going to go sideways before it goes up. So just keep your, you know, you have expectations, keep them in check for the next few weeks. That's going to take a little bit of time. And if it moves faster, great for all of us, you know, like position yourself, but don't take high amounts of risk in this time. It's not the right time to do it. There are times to take a lot of risk. There are times not to take any risk. So just keep that in mind. Anonymous BSC on CMC. They just exposed Whitebit for illegal wash trading. Wow. On their Twitter, BSC Anon. That's interesting. So is this anonymous BTC JNSM? Is this someone, or is this like a coin? It doesn't show it as a coin. So anonymous BSC on coin. I'm gonna have to try and find this on CoinMarket. Give me 1 sec. Maybe it's on CoinGecko, or is it only on CoinMarketCap? Okay, so let's go have a quick look at CoinMarketCap. And see, because I don't really use it, as you guys can tell, it's not even in my search bar. Bang, and let's see if we can find anonymous BTC. All right, so the project's called Anon. They exposed somebody. They've done some good work, but does that mean that their token's doing anything? And the reality is probably not. Let's just have a quick look if it even pops up on here. No, it doesn't. Where are they traded? These are so funny, some of these coins. It's like you never can find them. Okay, so it should be on Poopcoin. So Anon. Let's look. Anon. Anonymous. Okay, let's have a quick look. Yeah, so classic pump and dump type of, you know, when the chart starts off, comes back down. Wait for this to break out. If you're going to even try to trade this, wait for it to break out. You know, and there's not a really clear level to look for it to break out. Maybe here. It's not really clean. This chart's not very clean at all. On the daily, let's have a quick look. Yeah. Guys, Little Rabbit and all these like weird coins, don't go into them. Stay away from them right now. Stay away from them. You're going to make some of them. You're going to sometimes get in on the pump, but you're probably not going to sell in right time. You're going to end up losing money. Stop going in these coins. This is the reason why the market is where it's at. Because you guys want me to chart Anon coin and all this other stuff when we really should be focusing on majors. Look how majors are performing today. Solana's crushing it. Strax is going up. Sharing is starting to sideways and do exactly what I expected to do. Luna, again, going sideways, doing exactly what we expect. Binance coin starting to look more bullish every single day for some reason. Really want to break out of this level. We can break out of there, retest, and start pushing higher to this like $560 range. Watch what happens to the daily chart. The daily chart, if it gets to that 560 range, we're now bullish again. So that's what we're looking for. That 4 hour to get bullish first, and it filter into the 8 hour, and it filter into the 12 and daily. But really, you only need the daily and the 4 hour. Don't confuse your life. I'm going to do one more, guys, and then we're going to be finished. They have the biggest Times Square billboard at the end of June. Interesting. So we'll see if that actually helps. I mean, doing good stuff for the anonymous, these guys doing anonymous stuff is great, but, you know, really don't know. Oh, God. Guys, Safe Moon, please don't spam my channel with that garbage. Thanks a lot. Glitch. All right. Let's do Glitch. Glitch is one that I've been in since private sale. It had a really rough start because some jerk off sold all their tokens. Now, how are we doing? Let's just finish up here real quick. Glitch is doing great. Had a nice move to like $1.50, but people bought this at like 4 or 5 cents, right? And now we're at like $1.70. We hit $1.70. We're at 66 cents. It's holding really nicely. Again, I'm still seeing what we're going to see a lot of is this. A lot of this first. That's what I'm expecting. So just keep that in check and you'll be great. Check SMGM 100 quadrillion shitcoin. Who knows, man? We're going to try and avoid it. Shibuware just explained the small tokens are worthless. Yes. The small tokens are worthless. Like a lot of them. A lot of them are you're not going to be able to even sell to get your liquidity back. So just keep in mind. So I'm going to end here because we are literally at that hour threshold. So I thank you all for being here. We're going to be doing this again, like I said, around this time on Mondays and Wednesdays, and on Fridays before Banter 1 hour at 8 o'clock, we'll be doing an hour show. This will be very focused on TA, not about the fundamentals of the market specifically, but more on what the charts are telling us and helping you guys understand what is actually happening and not listening to moon boys and people tell you all these things that make you confused and not sure which way the market's going because everyone's telling you everything in different directions. So I'm going to help you so you can see from a technical perspective why you should be bullish or bearish only based off of that, without any emotion, without any feelings, and without even caring about what the project is doing at all. That's what's important. And that's why I can basically chart any of the coins you guys say, because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. All right. So, yes, it's time for me to go. I will see you all on Monday. So, keep your eyes to the sky. Remember, your funds, maybe if they are SAFU, were not as SAFU as you would thought. So, it's something just to be weary about. And the other side is keep your eyes on what Anonymous is saying with Elon, because if they're going after him, he may actually calm down, because I bet you he cares what they think. I just have this inclination. Anyways, I will see you all on Monday. Have yourself an awesome weekend. Go out, try to get some sun, relax. I don't think we're going to have crazy movement right now. The Bitcoin conference is happening and things are probably just going to go sideways for a bit. So just chill. Enjoy the time of less degenerity and enjoy your life. See you guys. I'm Coach K, and you have yourselves a great weekend.